southwest of the United States. So Mexico, Texas, Arizona, those places. Because they live in deserts. And desert is quite harsh environment. It's difficult to hunt in these conditions. It's really hot during the day, cold during the night. So, these guys found a more efficient way to hunt. They will hunt in groups. They will hunt in groups of 8 to 9 individuals. And they are the only species of birds that breed around the globe that will do so. And even in family units. Will all this say see that, please? So usually, how they will hunt is that they will put the little brother, you know, the one that doesn't really know how to hunt on the ground. And his task is supposed to make noise. Ooh, he's a kite today. Hey, yeah, got it. Good job, Phoenix. So what they will do is send the little brother on the ground to make noise and try to scare away the prey. You know, just like all the little annoying brother will do. And after that, well, all of his brothers and sisters will be perching on the cacti and waiting. And when the prey is flushed out, they will actually pursue it and in a spot so that a bigger sister can make the kill. And after that, everybody will eat and share the food. He's doing a really nice soar right now.
I know.
He's trying to find the best spot to eat his treat.
I think so.
He's like, no, not that tree. That tree now, no, not so good either. And there he goes. Woo! Good job! Good round of applause for that. That's not every day we see something like that. No, not at all. And well, Phoenix, as you will be able to see as he comes closer to you, he looks like he's frowning all the time. But that's just his resting face, sadly for him. Because he has a pronounced brow bone over his eyes to be able to protect them from the sun. It would be sad to miss our dinner because we were blinded. So by having a pronounced brow bone, just like a baseball cap for him, it will protect his eyes from the sun. He also has really cool legs, yellow, fleshy legs. But those are actually scales that will protect him from the bites of his prey. They will act as an armor. Hawks in general, they will hunt different things, such as reptiles, mammals, but even some small rodents. Woo! That was a cool one! And they will do this type of flight in a parabolic motion. So take down from a high perch and swoop down low to the ground. Maybe we'll have a demonstration sent in the way. So, no. So he will really go down and swoop and slide. And these slide athletes have a secret approach. If you flap your wings, and you would be high in the sky, the squirrel could see the shadow of the bird before the bird and have the chance to hide away. Being this low, you have a surprise attack and you can tackle it to the ground. Just like that. That was a good one, Shauna. So feeding, just like all the other birds that you will see here in the show, they were born in captivity, raised by their own parents, but trained using falconry techniques. Do we know what falconry is?
No.
No? I heard it yes. There, can I have a small definition? Yeah? Can you explain it to us? Exactly. I will just ask everybody just to stay seated, please. Exactly. So we will go and train birds of prey to go hunt. It's an ancient art that has been around for 4,000 years. Oh, that was such a cool flight. We can get somebody home today. Oh, would you look at that? Hello there. This is Romeo, and Romeo is an American kestrel. This is not a baby, it's a full size. Yeah, I know. He's quite small, and he's the smallest bird of prey that we have here in Quebec, and the smallest of the group of the falcons. Yeah, getting all fluffy here. And you can see he's really colorful. He's actually one of the most colorful birds of prey that we have here in Quebec also. So he's got a lot of titles to his name. And I know that he is a Romeo and not a Juliet, because he has those beautiful blue feathers on his wings. If he was a female, they will be more copper or brown, just like his back. Most birds of prey, you cannot distinguish between a male and a female based on feathers. The only thing that will be different is actually the size. Who thinks that the males are bigger? You can raise your hand. Okay, well nobody today. Oh no, somebody! And who thinks that females are bigger in birds of prey? Well, you are right. So actually females are always bigger in birds of prey. So that's the thing that we can do as falconers to be able to say, well, is it a male or a female? I know he's really adorable. And Romeo over here, he has those dark lines under his eyes, right? It's not because he slept late last night. No. He always had those. And those are called Malus stripes. A lot of different predators have those. And it's not like eagles or hogs that's pronounced bravo. Then they just have those stripes because they will redirect the sunlight to their cheek. Cheetahs also have those, and even a good old American football player that puts their Malus stripe before each match. You can find American kestrel here in the Laurentians, but also sort of everywhere in Quebec, close to fields, because this is where they like to hunt. They like to hunt in open areas because they will eat some small critters, such as dragonflies.
Oh.
Oh, yeah! So what I'm gonna do is actually bring Romeo on the other side. Shauna has some space. You gonna stay here? So do you want me to go over there? Okay, I'm over there. Good. And Shauna, well, she will bring out a lure. As you can see, Romeo is quite excited. And she will move it around. A lure is a fake prey. And he's ready to go. Is everybody ready? Yeah? Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! And she will move it so that he can do those sharp turns. But usually, Romeo, the first thing he does is first to have a better understanding. Okay, this duck is here, I can do that, and then we go. Another dive. Woo! We will check the angles again to see which way is better. And there we go. Ah, that's such a cool flight. And there he goes again. He's going to turn around to be able to do those dives.
Wow.
Oh, that's a cool one. Woo! Almost. There he goes. Romeo dive. Yeah, good job, Romeo. We can all give him a good round of applause. That was a super cool hunt. And as you can see, he's really trying to protect his reward from Shauna. I must be really hungry for some chicken tartare right now after lunch. So we call that mantling. They will cover up their food with their wings. That they can catch it and eat it really fast. He's doing a perfect example right now. Yeah. So we'll be able to give Romeo a final round of applause for his good job today. So everybody was able to see the flight of the falcon. It's quite a cool flight and a lot different than the flight of the hawk. No? Phoenix that was just gliding, and then Romeo. We can give Hercules a good round of applause. So bald eagles are known for a lot of things. One of them is their impressive wingspan. When she decides to open her wings, Hercules, well, from one tip of her wings to another, she's 2 meters tall.
Wow.
That's 6'2". Do we have a 6'2" person in the audience today? Maybe? No? Oh yes, you can stand up. We have a reference. That's so pretty big, guys. Thank you. And the other thing they're known for is actually their nest. They will come back year after year to the same nest spot. There we go. So the same nest spot to be able to continue building it, putting on branches and things like that. And they're usually more loyal to their nest than they are to their partners. So depending who comes back this year, well, it's going to be you this year. And they have the record for the biggest nest ever found in nature. Bald eagles, I'm talking, not Hercules. In Florida in 1963, they found a nest that was 3 meters wide, 6 meters long, and weighed 2 tons.
Wow.
And 2 tons is actually 4,400 pounds. Yeah. So it's actually having like a Tyrannosaurus in a tree. That's a very big nest. Well, they need a big nest because they will need space for their families. Aww. This is not a chicken egg. This is actually a bald eagle egg. As you can see, it's quite small. And it's going to have 2 to 4 babies. But they grow up fairly quickly, so you can end up with 6 bald eagles in the nest. So you need space. We see how this one is well, she moves a lot of wind when she's flapping her wings. They need all the space they can get. And when they're born, the babies, they're quite fragile. But they need a lot of help from their parents. I got it. They need a lot of help from their parents. It will actually take them 3 months to grow up and acquire their adult size. There we go. So they grow up really fast because their parents bring them a lot of food, or a lot of fish, most. Because bald eagles are fishing eagles. But from time to time, when you don't get fish while fishing, because they're really big, they will be pirates from time to time and steal the food from other birds. Yeah. Sorry for the Osprey, who is one of his favorite ones to bully. Yeah. What? His main victim. His main victim, yeah, that's the one I was searching for. But the babies, they will not look like their parents at all. They're all brown. They don't have those white feathers. It will take them 5 years to acquire them. So now, how old do you think she is? We know it's more than 5, but do we have any guesses?
She doesn't look a day over 6.
A day over 6. Oh. Yeah? 8? 10? Sorry, over there. 20? 7? Who's at 20? Well, you're actually closest because she's 22.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. She's legal everywhere. Well, in the wild, they can live around 30 years. And the record in captivity for the longest bald eagle, well, he was 52 years old when he died.
Wow.
Yeah, we double that number usually in captivity. And she's a pretty impressive bird also. How much do you think she weighs? Do you have any guesses, guys? 20 pounds?
8 pounds.
8 pounds? 4 pounds? Yeah, with her? 10 pounds again? 15? Well, she's actually 10 pounds. You were right. We'll see if maybe she wants to try the rock. It's a part that's a bit different, a bit weird in its shape. So sometimes she wants to try it, and sometimes she's like, not today. She's 22, so she has her moments. And actually, maybe you're like, I don't know, Hercules is a weird name for a girl. Well, at first we thought she was a male. A big male. Until she laid an egg. And we realized she was really a small female. She's around 10 pounds, but a female in the wild, they're around 15 pounds. So a lot more bigger than her. So yeah. Ooh, we can see a wingspan also. There we go. She's making you run around, Shauna. So we're able to give Hercules a good round of applause. So Hercules here is the biggest of all the birds of prey that we have here in Tibet. But around the globe, do we know which one is the biggest? Yeah, but what's his name? No, this is a bald eagle. Edison. And Edison is a black vulture. Yeah, he's really cute, I know. And Edison is a very intelligent bird. Being a black vulture, well, black vulture can be found. Hello. Black vulture can be found actually in South and Central America. I think that's wood, buddy. Don't think that's food. It's gone, yeah. Yeah, as a scavenger, the first thing you will do is clean the stage. Just like they would in the forest. If they tell a carcass, they finish the job. Same for us here. And they are very intelligent. It was even thought in some countries that if you would eat some vulture brain, well, you could gain the gift of foresight. But I don't really recommend it. First thing first, if you try to attack him today, you have to fight me and Shauna together. And with quite a strong combo. And after that, well, you will need to face Edison. He may not look like much, but he has a pretty nasty defense mechanism. If he feels threatened, he will projectile vomit on his attacker before running away. And I just want you guys to picture in your head what they eat again. Yeah, exactly. And they're a very social bird, so he will follow Shauna quite closely. Since they eat carcasses, they need to find a lot of ways to keep themselves clean. That's also why his head doesn't have any feathers. Because it's easier to clean it after plunging your head into carcasses all day. Yeah. They also have small eyes. They don't need to find a rabbit running around in the field. They only need to find a carcass. Carcasses, they don't really move much, do they? And the thing that they do, though, is smell. A lot. So they will find their next meal based on smell. Let's see if maybe today we can have a sword. We're really trying to train to sword for us. We have been trying really hard since the beginning of the summer. Oh, yeah! Woo-hoo! Good job! We should give him a good round of applause. That was a good one. Let's see if maybe he's going to do another one for us all today. Don't fall, please. There we go. Woo! Oh, okay, I'm back. Oh. And then we give him a special treat when he does that. So he's like, yum, that's cool. When I do that, I get a special treat. Maybe I will do it again. Yeah. So he's coming back. There he goes. He has some really cool white feet, doesn't he? But that's not a natural color of his feet. No. To be able to keep himself cool and clean, he will defecate on his feet every day. And you can really do those nice chicken feet I was talking about, right? He's following Charlotte really slowly. So we can give it a good round of applause. It really did some good scoring for us all today. And now we'll see, will Charlotte be able to win the race today? And no. So this is Darwin. We can give Darwin a good round of applause. That was a beautiful entrance. And Darwin, well, he's a great horned owl. And you will hear him making those calls from time to time. It's actually because he's trying to communicate with Shauna. So I don't want anybody trying to make them, otherwise it will kind of confuse them. Yep. Vicky's confused too. And actually, great horned owls, they can be found in a lot of different habitats, such as forests, fields, plains. Since they can be found in a lot of different places, well, they eat a lot of different food. But they must have those special adaptations to be able to hunt during the night. One of them is their eyes. Can you see Darwin's yellow eyes? Yeah, right? They're extremely big from his skull space, from his skull side. There we go. It's a little How big do you think our eyes would be? Would they be the size of clementines, oranges, or grapefruit?
Whoa.
Yeah? Grapefruit over there? Grapefruit over there? Well, you were right again, guys. Oh, I tried hard this time. Yeah, there's two big grapefruit on all their faces. That's a really big eyes. You can only move them from side to side. They're actually fixed in his skull. So if you want to to look to the right, he will have to turn his head. And if you want to look to the left, he will have to turn his head also. So they have really good motion in their neck. They cannot do a full turn, otherwise their head would fall. But they can do 270 degrees, so 3/4 of a turn. If we would be owls, we could do eyes, good motion in their head. But one thing that they have also is a silent flight. So now, the next time that Darwin flies, I want everybody just to be silent, to see if maybe we can hear him. Did you hear anything?
No.
No, right? Compared to Edison and when he was flapping his wings all over there, we could hear him? Yeah. Well, they have those really soft feathers to be able to be silent. Because during the night, there's a lot of noise. So you don't want your prey to hear you before you arrive. So good eyes, a silent flight, and also, I'm missing one. Oh yeah, they have good ears. One ear is actually higher than the other. So they will be able to triangulate its position even under the snow. So you don't need to see the mouse. They know it's there because you can hear it, and you know exactly how deep to go to get it. They will hunt during the winter here. So, since it's cold, you will need to have feathers on their feet. So warm. And you can see them quite clearly right now. His feathers are made this way to be able to look like bark. But one sense that he does not have is actually a sense of smell. Since that shield is information. Now, what do you think that creek is? Exactly. Yeah, well, for them it's quite easy to hunt them. It's just an animal that's black and white, easy to see in the forest, and they don't smell anything. So the defense mechanism of the skunk don't work on them. So we're going to be able to give Darwin a good round of applause, our last guest of the show. So all the birds that you have seen are really cool to see their apex predator. And they look really powerful, but they're quite fragile also. So that's why we need to take some... I'm sorry, am I in the way? Okay. So that's why we need to protect some space for them, so they have space to be able to live, to perch, to hunt, such as the basketball court. Because being apex predators, their health is a reflection of ours. So we need to take care of those birds if we want to be able to have them in the future. Oh, he was almost there. He was thinking about it. So everybody just stay seated for now, but I want to invite you to a really cool opportunity. If you would like to, at the end of the show, when we have Darwin back on the slab, we'll be able to have a photo session. So for $10, you'll be able to hold one of our birds on the slab. So we will have Darwin, also Phoenix the hawk, and Romeo the American kestrel. So we lend you a glove, you take the bird on the fence, you take your own pictures, because, you know, we need to hold the birds a bit. And after that, well, you have a great souvenir. So thank you all for listening to us today, and there we go. Thank you all, that was a great show.
Okay, she's gonna go first.
So I don't know if you would watch everybody else, but arm like this, awesome, like you're holding a glass of water. Don't keep it straight. I give you the braids between your fingers and I was about her age when I held my first bird. Isabel's been, she's 13 and she came to her first one when she was a year and a half.
Wow.
I mean, to get a kid that...
I'm taller than my mom now.
To get a kid that little... What? You haven't come for like...
Yeah, we come every year.
I didn't see you last year.
Yeah, we came last year.
Oh.
We never miss a year.
Turn.
I'm sorry?
No, we live in the a half an hour southwest. His eyes match your shirt.
Oh.
Not a lot to see.
No.
Besides the field.
Mountains and fields.
Gloria,
And lakes.
I think I'm going to do these two. And if you're done, then yeah.
Okay.
It's 28.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Second time.
Like returning customers.
Hey, buddy.
Do a good job.
Oh, you do a great job. We never lose our fascination with what we do.
Oh.
That changes. It changes the theme.
That was good. You good? Okay.
All right. You need to open your hands. No.
There's this.
We'll do.
I'll remove that. Okay.
I think these guys, they're doing.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
We'll get some people.
We're going to do all
so
three.
good.
So
I'm
we
so
got to
proud
give
of
them
you.
some love.
What's your name?
This is like one of our few
So same thing, and I will give you these. Is it too small for you?
I live for
You can't pet him.
No, they don't. Even like I work with them every day.
Yeah.
It's part of how they are. They're not very cuddly creatures. They're not social with each other. They don't preen each other like parrots do.
So I
So for us,
started with
it's
a
like
small cage.
we'll do like a couple towards his feet because he has to wear his receiver, things like that. But to like actually pet him, it's like
That's just to the
So,
kids.
if you look at it.
so you can put it up like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the braids right here, and you will be able to close now. Okay? We need to do the tour.
Yeah.
Forget. I want to go to paparazzi. They have such good margarita pictures.
They do. No, I'll tell you my face.
They don't let you pet them either, right?
No. No, some of
We went with Matt and Rachel.
they have a big beak. They have
You don't
sharp
wanna-
talons. I'm like, do I really want to try it? Like sometimes I will try to pet a parrot if he doesn't eat. So that's good.
The yellow.
That's where I had my first kid.
Yeah, with the scales.
Oh. Do they fly out at any point or no?
No, you saw during the show
Yeah.
he was soaring a bit. It was the first show in a while, so he was just like, where am I again? Oh, those are trees, those mice. Because we use them a lot to do these activities. We do activities at the base of the mountain. So the 45 minutes walk to an hour in the wood with this guy, usually his brother,
Yeah.
and they fly off. They're free, and we learn to be falconers for that time. So it's really cool.
How long have you been doing that?
First summer.
Oh, okay.
But I've been learning about birds since I was little. So.
Okay. Good?
Mhm.
That's good, thank you. I don't want to go home.
I know.
So nice when they look straight at you.
Yeah, and you can really see the bone over his eye.
Yeah.
He has like that yellow mark
Yeah.
of that, so you can really see the edge of the bone. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
They're smart.
They're smart, but in certain areas.
Okay.
You'll be able to open your finger?
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day, guys.
Phone in my backpack.